For longtime viewers of the channel, you'll remember that I played quite a bit of Monster Train back in the day, and Monster Train 2, we checked out the demo a couple of months ago, and it's time for us to play a bit of the full version. So, very excited to give this a go. Monster Train has always been a favorite. I did a little bit of unlocking behind the scenes because I wanted to start out with some new stuff. We've picked up our first few wins. So far, it's been pretty by the book, but yeah. Without further ado, let's get into it. And I think I have one of the new classes to try out here. So let's check out the Underlegion. So they seem like they're creating a bunch of little dudes. And what pairs well with little dudes? Maybe we go like Underlegion Banished as something to give a go. And then we have three different Hearts of the Train. Is that what it's called? After playing a card from your primary and allied clans. So you play one card of each type and you get one card draw the next time. Let's stick with the normal one for now. And we'll be playing as Bolette, the Guillotine. And so we're gonna be Eager Conscript, summon one fungi at the front of the floor, trigger rally for each one summoned, and each troop is a 3/4. And I think they stack on top of each other, if I'm not mistaken, but we will see. All right, and we are facing Eternus, who has given me a little bit of heartburn, if I'm being honest. Let's learn a little bit about this hero. Triggers when a unit on this floor dies, or rally +1 permanently. That feels like rally +1 permanently feels like it could go real hard. Versus Harvest, Rage, and Regen. Let's try going perma-scaling. Perma-scaling is pretty broken sometimes. Oh man, Volatile Gauge. Oh, all right. We'll roll the dice. This is either going to be great or it's going to be disastrous. And let me take a look. What else did we have in here? We've got our Eager Conscripts. We've got our Just Causes. No, and that's actually it. Okay, cool. -1 energy per turn? Sure. What's the worst that could happen? All right, so thinking here from my perspective is we put this guy in so that he dies, which is a... Oh, okay, Rally is the thing that actually makes him stronger. So we just want to be like rallying our butts off here. Okay. I will be able to knock that guy down before we get too far here, I think. Let's see. So let's see. For us to get... Actually, does this... Oh, he doesn't actually get to attack. So that was less than ideal. We're not going to be getting the little one there. Volatile Gauge, unsurprisingly, causing us a bit of heartburn. Oh, Volatile Gauge. Why do I do this to myself? Can I... Oh, this is just really... Alright, that gets the job done, which is, that's what we needed to do. Alright, we got some good rally triggers. We need a lot more. I think we need some ways to get spawn 1 when a unit without troop dies. Consume spawn 4 is interesting. I think we might be able to do something with that. Because that's going to be +4. This one, though, if we start to get some good kills, Infectory is pretty interesting. But I was kind of thinking we wanted to find the room that... we wanted to find the room that reduces spell power, potentially. Rising Rage is an interesting one. Getting more stuff on one floor is almost always worth the price of admission. Let's see. I feel like we want under legions, and I don't mind grabbing a spell here. Rally, apply 2 decay, or revenge, apply 5 decay. Kind of like this guy. I think prickly puffball is pretty interesting. Nothing that we can use that on. Very interesting. Probably save a remove consume for that one. Spell chain on... I find that spell chain on these types of cards are particularly strong. Nothing to put that on. Yeah. All right. We could purge a card. I don't think we need to quite yet. Enemy units enter with 1 Titan Skin, and Titan Skin is -1 damage. So like this guy, this could be a little bad. We'll see. Oh yeah, I shouldn't be reducing... that's a rookie move, isn't it? Okay. I should not be reducing the... And in fact, I should have moved them up here before I did that. Let's hit it with a restart. Yeah. So this costs 2 though. Okay, never mind. That's not gonna pan out the way that we want it to. Well, I guess we want these troops back a bit, so maybe we do something like that. We're gonna need some more something to help us out here, I think. Oh, RNG would be all the doctor ordered. So if I do this, okay, that makes you 2 tall. That helps out a bit. Oh, you're getting you. I got 2 left, so... This guy... It feels like this guy needs a little bit just to help mitigate some. Now, this is a nice... It's a nice result. Now, the Ascend is cheap this turn. I feel like we gotta go for it. I'm curious what happens if I ascend those guys into they do merge, which is interesting. Can I save this guy? Looks like the answer is no. Probably should have just fungied a little more aggressively, but looks like we will get the job done. Okay. They're offering us Infectory again. We may actually not, given our combo, we may actually not be able to get the spell damage room, now that I think about it. Extinguish Spawn 4, triggers on death. I don't think we have anything that helps out that much with that. I think this could go a little hard. So we'll grab that. Enchant Gain Trample is pretty interesting. Once per battle, select the heart to restore the front friendly units on all floors to full health. Damn, that's interesting. All right, so we can get some arms, which I think could be pretty darn good. We don't... I think I want the unit, though. I don't want to jump the gun. Sword Maiden I remember liking. Gain 8 Valor when something is equipped, or shift gain 3 Valor. Sword Maiden is perhaps more interesting, but I think neither of these are knocking my socks off. Let's see. So this was... Oh, this is -2 in gain consume, which doesn't do us a lot of good. Remove consume. We still have nothing that takes spell power, which is pretty hilarious. And given where our money is, I think I'm just gonna remove a steward. And probably remove the other steward. Just make the deck a little more consistent. Let's see what our reward is. Get discarded wings. So one of our heroes can move around. Discarded wings is pretty nice. I actually don't mind that. We're going to be able to move around our trample as we need it. I don't know that it's going to be amazing, but... Okay. This guy hits our pyre if we don't have someone in a given floor. Feeling pretty stacked going into the first one. I can do this and then that. Still doesn't get the kill on you, eh? All right, well, I think we need to get the trample down there, and then we'll be good. Put that there. Then we can flight you down to here. All right, we're gonna get some... I'm liking the rally triggers that we're gonna get. Now, am I at all worried about... That's starting to stack up pretty good. Let's see. So I can either get one more conscript, or I think this zeroes out the amount of damage that we're taking. I think that is extremely worth it. Now you... Okay, we need to get an equipment to make Sword Maiden useful. Not useful. Sword Maiden is useful. But holy cow. Love that right there. We could start doing the transfer, but I don't even know that we need to. Arguably, could have just dropped more mushrooms on the floor and worried less about our friend the puffball here. We are losing out on a bit of scaling. What does this do? Oh, that's just flight again. Okay, so if I wanted to move them around. Okay, we've already got the win, so the best thing we can do is stack as much as humanly possible. Okay. Wondering if I should set up my squad on the second floor so that instead I'm shifting people in. Tome of Evergrowth. Consume. Apply ability Evergrowth to a friendly unit. Evergrowth. Cooldown. Apply 3 regen and 3 sap. Can only be played once per battle. Blah, blah, blah. This is pretty good. Or this is Advance. Apply 5 Valor to a friendly unit. then it attacks immediately. Also interesting. Blood-soaked, whatever, also interesting. Amorous Inoki is very interesting. Grant trample to fungi. Troops add +2 per stack. If we can get her down below, I think that's pretty good. I think we take the Ember because we took Volatile Gauge, and this protects us a little bit. Let's see. Don't need the Pyre health, but I do like the Merchant of Steel and the Armory more, so we'll do this. So Harvest is triggers when a unit on this floor dies. I don't think we want to increase health also. Although this actually that's gonna make him gigantic. So let's try that. Let's see what the Armory gives us. Create a copy of friendly units on summon. If this works with Rally, well, but we already are using Infection. It's too interesting not to play a bit with, I feel like. So we can Titanite the Puffball. We can't really afford to large stone the Puffball, I don't think. Because if we do that, then you take up 3 and you take up 2. And right now my plan is, yeah, okay. I'm going to start setting up on the middle floor, which means I don't think we do that. So 8 Valor. This will, like, help her to stay alive. I'm going to save the rest of my money. That does nothing. All right. Prayer Stones. This one could be a little messy. How big is our main guy at this point? He will burn through stuff pretty quickly. I worry that we don't have enough healing right now. I'm gonna be cowardly on this one, and I think we're gonna set up middle floor. Infectory is not great at that price point. Let's see. So now that I have done that, this is going to spawn 2? Okay. Yes. Okay, all right. We're in business then, I think. Argument to be made that Tome of Evergrowth should be there. This is gonna spawn 8. All right, that seems like not the worst thing in the world. Do I want to just while we're abandoning this floor? Yeah, I think that's the plan. So ordering was bad there for sure. Oh, the randomization on that one is the stuff and nightmares. Big yikes on that one. Especially given the fact that this guy is not... He's not taking the damage we needed him to. Big yikes again here. Alright, we're gonna take some damage. That's life. Get rid of that, and then... Alright, it's going to take 2 hits to kill that guy, so we will take 12 damage. Perfect. That's more my speed. Thank you. That's a lot of action. Even with the even with the saps, I'm pretty content with that. What ability? Oh, I have flight on this guy. That's right. All right. So, okay, so if I do Tome of Evergrowth here, then you can do that. Oh, so anyone... Okay, so you can cast that on anyone. Interesting. Can I get those two guys up there to get a few more procs? I don't know if Infectory is better or not. This should be... Wait, I can do this every turn? Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Cool. Very cool. Alright, I'm feeling pretty strong here. I feel like some equipment that gave us multi-strike on our hero could be interesting. So what does Propagate do? Because I haven't played with it. Increase the stack count of buff effects on friendly units and debuff effects on enemy units except days. Having a direct damage is kind of interesting. All units propagate 1 at end of turn. Seems like it could be kind of insane, but I think I have too many rooms going on here. I'm gonna grab Spike of the Legion, I think. And then of these... We're not going to get multi-hit with this, so if we don't have a multi-hit person, this might be the better take. I feel like an artifact and an equipment. The removal would be awfully nice. We're stone cold broke right now. So I'm going to come over here. The Spell Sanctum was the one that I wanted. Again, I think too many rooms in the mix, unfortunately. When you're out of energy or shroom units apply 1 decay to enemy on summon. Seems good. Remove consume on that one. And then we get a minimum of 2 propagate every time we use it. Nothing to use that on. Okay. I like what we got going on. 150 health when they come back. 2 of these guys. I'm feeling a little broke, so I feel like we gotta get strong here. Okay. Okay, so we got the 0 cost this, so we should get our friends up here, and then we do that. Am I gonna... I feel like we gotta get him up to the front. We can always overwrite the Infectory. if we get the opportunity, but I think that is extremely good. Now, this is apply ability, Ever Growth, 3 regen, and 3 sap. I like the way he does that. Let's see. So then we do this, and then oh, this is targeted. So this is going to increase the stacks of buff effects on friendly. So I can do that, and he gains regen and valor. Okay. Is it possible that Infectory is just better? It kind of feels like it might be. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's start this turn again. I wonder. Okay, so if I'm not gonna play, if I'm gonna leave Infectory there, I can do that. Oh, Hall of Mirrors. I see. Okay, that. Okay, we learned a thing about Hall of Mirrors. There's a downside to be had. So we'll put it here. But then I can go like this, and we get 2 of these guys. Okay, it's reached its limit, but that's fine. Yeah, and there's something nice. The Infectory is like significant goodness here. The regen is off the hook. Is there anyone that benefits from slay triggers? Not really. So let's do that. Okay, and the regularly inflating giant dude is pretty hilarious. All right, let's see. So this is permanent scaling as opposed to propagate, which is not. So I think it's actually better to do one of those. And then we can still do this, and like what it's all we have is like regen and sap on here. We got a little bit of valor. What happens if I do this on troop? That's a big stack of mushrooms. Okay, then we just got a bunch of those. The way he inflates is just almost too much to bear. I think this guy's gonna have a bad time. So when I cast this, everybody gets stronger. I'm not even sure entirely what's happening there, but I think we've broken the game just a smidge with our hero. Like, he's scaling at a level to which I have not previously seen. Apply 3 sap to enemy units at the end of combat. The mushy room is actually kind of interesting, because we could put it on the first floor. Sacrifice 1 fungi, deal 10 damage, and apply 10 decay. Mushy Room is interesting. Damage shield. I don't think we need any of those. Maybe the liquid courage was worth taking. Let's see. Some removal or some weaponry. How buffed up are our folks? We got space there. We got space here. We have a lot to gain from buffing our heroes, I feel like. And those guys aren't that important. Ooh, reduce size to 1. The puffball getting some health would have been nice. I think I reroll here. Regen 10, quick and plus 10. Regen 10 is kind of insane. I don't think we need it though. She already has some valor, so I think that's fine. Alright. Good enough. What are the stats of our hero right now? Okay. Our hero is large and in charge. Alright, tiny puffball. Gotta get some trample going. Okay, we do that. I think we do play Infectory here. Okay. And we play Spawning Pods. Are they all gonna die? I guess it doesn't really matter. They're not going to die anymore. All right. So I guess that we are able to propagate troop. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So one thing that oh, can't do that. We can put you up here though. Oh, the lack of... Can I save you? How much damage are you actually taking? 12? 22? No, you're roasted. So... We do need to get our puffball forward a bit. Things get so much more out of hand once we do that. Okay, this is free. Something just happened. Play a room card on all floors. Cool, cool. Okay, and now we just need to start getting rolling on getting some fungi among us, and then we're good. So right now, this is 12 troop. That is better than any of the other things. So doing this is like stupid strong. Yes. Okay. I think that this is just going to keep going forever, apparently. We need to get some multi-hit on our hero, I feel like. So, is it never worth... Is it all... Like, it seems like the only thing that I should be doing is spamming this over and over again. It seems like there is no better option here. when it's not available, that would be the one time not to, I guess. Let's see. So we can do one of those, one of those, one of those, and one of those. Hit yourself with some regen and some. Yeah, we're just sapping ourselves, which we don't care at all about. Right now, I'm feeling like maybe our biggest problem here is going to be that we're going to kill the boss too soon. Nope. I think we're going to kill them right on time. All right. Our main guy hitting for 300 with trample is not messing around. So this applies 12. This applies 12 for 4 energy. Yeah, there's no... I don't think there is a better option that we can go with there. And our stack of mushrooms secures the kill. Another propagate doohickey seems pretty good. That last one has been working so well. I think one more draw is probably good. There was a temptation to go for more energy to really get some good fixing going there. We could still use more units. And we could get an equipment, or we could duplicate. What are we duplicating? We're probably duplicating the Spike of the Legion, but we can create another one of those if we go to the Magic Merchant, probably. We could also copy spawning pods, which has been, like, extremely good for us. Like, I don't feel like our heroes need that much more love, so I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, things are gonna get... So slay friendly units propagate 1. Right now, so that would lead to more troops being generated, but this doubles the speed that this guy is growing, which means he's going to be like a 500 by the time we're done here. What do we hold over? We don't really have a great holdover target. Nor a great double stack target. I think I underestimated how few good options we were going to have here. So we could go Rising Rage for holdover, but we don't have that many things to move. I don't know that anything... We may reroll. All right, let's give it a reroll, see if we come up with something better. Intrinsic and -1 cost. Could definitely... The -1 cost doesn't matter, but the intrinsic means that we can fix things. That will actually never do anything. What I just did there was silly. The having this have spell chain, we're never going to have energy. So unless we get minus energy cost, that's not going to be that useful. I wish magic power worked on these, but I think it's spawning pods here. That's been treating us really well. Makes me wish I had taken the energy, for sure. But our hero's pretty large and in charge now. Ooh. Okay, we know that we have the intrinsic. move, so unless it draws really poorly, we're good. And it did not. So it begins. Stack them up. Knock them down. That's the consume spell chain one. This is the one that we want to use. I think I do move this guy forward, and then we increase our troop. We do get good value out of the shield, but also we need to pick up Infectory. That's for sure a problem. We only need to transfer one of them down here. The other one can stay up above. We are going to take some annoying pyre damage. I don't think there is a way to fix that. Unless I had built slightly lower. I think we do that, and then we do need to find a way for them to get a little forward, but so not getting the kill here. Wait, really? Seems unbelievable. Wait, how can that actually be? The numbers don't add up here. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Insanity. So if I wanted to, I could stack up some mushrooms here to kill this thing. I don't know that I could stack up enough. I think I'm taking like 1 pyre damage. Wow, I'm taking 5 pyre damage. What does this do if I just do this? Okay, I'll do that, and then what I'll do, I guess I don't have an easy way to move them down. Better late than never. Jeez. Yeah, without some minus energy on the Legion spike, it's not the best. Who's giving the spikes? It doesn't really matter, but I kind of feel like let's get... Oh, it was immobilized. Damn. Okay. This guy's getting big, for sure. All right. My mushroom stacks are securing a lot of kills. On summon, apply decay to enemies. I would say none of these are of great interest. I mean, this one is kind of interesting. I think Heroic Dive gives us the ability to swap things up and down. The Pyre health doesn't seem like the worst. Do we have removables? I do like having some Just Causes, but I don't think we need that many. Yeah, we've been kind of striking out on equipment so far. Gain 1 size, plus 20, blah blah blah. I think that's a reroll. Cursed Twin Blade was on my list. Don't really want to. I mean, I could merge those two. I guess it doesn't matter since everything is random. That seems pretty good. I don't think we need either of those. Since everything is random, there's like an argument to be made for picking up Spell Sanctum. There's been an argument to pick up Spell Sanctum for a while, actually. When an Angel moves, gain 2 Valor. Units get an extra upgrade slot, or at the start of turn, friendly units get propagate 1. Very cool. We love that. Units get an extra upgrade slot. Do I have time to action that? I feel like no. Give it a roll. For every 25 cards in your deck, gain 1 draw. So this is gain 1 draw. Start of your turn, friendly units gain 2 Valor if they are at the front of the room. When a friendly unit gains Valor, it gains +1 stack. I guess we take these two, and then I'm not going to remove because that would be bad for business. We don't want any of that. Okay. I mean, I think we did what we set out to do. I think we have created a... Now, Corruption is nasty, so it's going to be interesting. I think we'll outscale it regen-wise. I hate that she's the only one, but we have the intrinsic move, so it is okay. Alright, and it was cheap, too, so can't complain about that. Do I not have a way to move this guy to the front? This is hilarious. So I could move the puffball down and then bring them back up. Probably totally worth it, actually. It's a little weird, but I think it is actually. And then do I want to get Mushy Room out? It really takes the edge off these guys. Infectory is nice and cheap here. You are cheap. You are cheap. You're movable as well. Let's see. Get rid of that. Don't get to play the merged equipment. Feeling a little salty about that. Let's see. Spell Chain was absolutely the wrong play there, but I think we want to play this even though it is expensive. I think that the sheer rally regen is going to absolutely be a little game breaking. What do we want to do here? No, don't do that. We've got our good propagate. We should use that for sure. We're doing 1,000 damage to the boss at the moment. Rising Rage. No, I guess Heroic Descent was a consume. Yep. So we're not going to get it again, which means you are going to die. That is a sacrifice I am willing to make. We've already got the Infectory going. Yeah, and our regen is just keeping up with the corruption, which is hilarious. Yeah, I think there's a possibility that if I moved my hero up a level right now, it just finishes this right now. Does it? 1140? I think it actually does. Yep. Does this still get the kill? None of these guys die, but yeah, get the kill there. We burnt him down. The shroom folk are interesting people. Let me just say that now. All right, so hopefully maybe we're unlocking the new hero for the Banished. All right, Deadly Variant. Consume applied decay equal to 5 times the sap. Interesting. First time each turn a spell card with Consume is played, draw 1. That seems good. Gooey Flask. Consume, apply 2 sap to enemy units. I think that's pretty good. When a unit dies to decay, their decay is spread amongst... Oh, so it's the, not Snecko Eye, but what do we call it? Deadly Plunge. Do we not already have Deadly Plunge? I feel like we did. All right. Level ups are coming. Did we get a new hero for the dragon folk, I wonder? All right, I'm not into the lore on this one. I apologize for those who are into it. You can find it elsewhere. But that's it for me on this one. I'll see you all in the next one. All right, the monster tree.